Hey everyone, this is Mr. Everything, and I wanted to do an unboxing in 2023 of the Apple Watch Ultra. I still think it's worth getting in 2023. I'm not sure. I mean, the fact that they can charge more and it seems to be pretty popular, I'm sure we'll still see that in the future, but I just wonder, they're going to make the case different. Like, I'm not the biggest fan of the raw aluminum or the raw titanium look. I preferred the polish of the stainless steel, but obviously I don't really like the scratches of it. And this watch has done very well. This is a Series 6, so this is what I'm upgrading to. Packaging kind of reminds me of the original Series 0 Apple Watch where it was special. So they kind of made the packaging a little better. This is a step above compared to, it's probably since the Series 4, so they kind of cheapened up the packaging. It's definitely to save the earth and not their profit margins, but I went with the ocean band. To me, it just seems like you get the most bang for your buck with that one because you're paying the same amount no matter which one you get. Again, I think we've all seen that at this point. It's definitely. I think the trail loop probably would have been comfortable. I didn't really like the look of the one of the clasp on it just because I feel like that one would eventually fray. And then it was amongst other reasons, but this one seems to be like the most traditional style. And I think this will easily be the most durable. I won't have to worry about getting caught or torn up like the other ones, and this is easily the most water resistant. So they have everything neatly packaged in here. I just want to see what. It's definitely not like flimsy, but there's some weight to it and a good bit of durability. So I can just tell, you can tell that is designed to be rugged. I think it'll hold up well. And then the main thing here, which I'm just excited to see just how much it weighs, and the large, being a bit larger won't be crazy because it looks like it's usually bigger on everyone's wrist. To where I find that the standard Apple Watches are a little small, at least for my wrist and my tastes. So this time you get a braided and a Type-C charger, but I still have the original charger from my Series 0 with a little stand I made, so I'll probably just keep that the way it is. And there's definitely a good bit of weight to this. So if I compare this here to the 44mm Series 6, it's not a crazy difference. At least it won't show scratches like the Series 6 or the stainless steel, which has done that on all of them. But you can always clean that up pretty easily. But so after getting the band put on, which is obviously the same as it's always been, and then putting this clasp on, I'm actually a fan of how, when I can just set it up. I mean, it holds tight here, but obviously just tuck this in. Just push that one. I like just how that kind of catches. It's like really latching it down, keeps it nice and secure. It's not coming out, and then just take it out, just push it back off that hump, and you're good to go. So I really think I did, at least for, what I want, I think I really got the best band. And I could always get the trail loop or any of those other ones, but I really don't want to go third party because you always get that better fit and finish, that better feel with the Apple price. So I'll probably just stick with them. How I like to acquire bands is on eBay. If someone either gets one that's not the right size or they don't find themselves not wearing it. But it's actually a pretty nice. I'm going to replace this, send this back, a trade in for this one. I get a decent value out of the Series 6, and I think when you trade in, you don't have to give them any, like, the bands or anything. So I can use my existing collection on here. And actually, one last thing I'd like to show is this is the titanium, obviously, on the stainless steel. This is a combo that I was wondering about because obviously this is more of a raw, untouched look. This is a high polish. It obviously doesn't go perfectly, but I don't think it's exactly garish either to where someone's like, well, that just looks awful. So I think you can pull it off. And it truly is, even though this is a larger watch, however they designed that case just to come back to the same dimensions here. I mean, it's pretty much, you can see maybe it's a millimeter hang on that side. But the fact that they're completely interchangeable and there's no gaps, at least with the first party stuff. So this is a view again. And I definitely will be wearing it like this. I'll probably enjoy this for a while. But the fact that I can still go back to doing this, along with all my other bands. The only one that might be an issue if this case is taller, which I think it is, at least by a few millimeters, would be the braided solo loop, because that, they're kind of stretchy to begin with. So that's why you always size down. But if you're going a little wider this way, it might extend that, but I'll try that out off camera. Obviously now I'll go ahead and set this up and enjoy it for the day. But it's kind of a neat little tidbit there. That does actually look decent on that original stainless steel Milanese loop. So I think I'll go ahead and leave it here, set it up off camera. I might do a quick comparison before I trade this in, and then maybe a video on how to trade it in, because I think the trade-in kit supposedly has changed. So if it's different when I get it from what it was last year, I'll cover that too. I'm not going to use this crazy. I'm not really using it for health and fitness. I really just like it, or for GPS or calls. I just use it for notifications on the wrist and a little extra information. So setup will be pretty straight line for me, but nonetheless, I just wanted a bigger screen, better quality, and most importantly, better battery life. So thanks for watching, and you'll see me in the next one. Have a good one.